Oh, YTPC, Joshua Stewart, Pipe Up North. Don't have any good practical jokes for April Fool's Day for you. But anyway, it is April 1st, day one of the 2025 Paladin Piper Codger Challenge. And also happens to be Codger and a Corn Cob and Tobacco Tin Tuesday. Now my Codger and the Corn Cob is my Codger Challenge blend, which I'm calling Bertie's Bliss. Because the primary ingredient in it is Prince Albert, and his nickname growing up was Bertie. B-E-R-T, like Ernie and Bert, Bertie. And so my blend here, I just made up the first batch. If I don't drop out by the time that this is done, I'll make a batch probably double this size and see how it goes. And if I make it through that, I'll just keep making it. I got my recipe here on the top, and in grams and percentages. Although I'm not completely sure how accurate it is, because this batch I made was 10 grams of Prince Albert, 4 grams of creme brulee, 5 grams of Captain Black Dark, and then I'd mentioned the other day that I was having a little trouble with the tongue bite from the creme brulee. And I think it was Bill Keach said I should throw a little something with some Latakia or something in there. So I had some Peter Stokkeby 17 English luxury English. So I threw just a pinch of that in there. So my plan was on putting 1 gram in this batch, but say my scale, I had it on there, and then I took a little pinch out, put it in, took another pinch out, put it in, and it kept reading 0. Pretty soon I had a stack the heap was about as big as the 10 grams of Prince Albert that I put in there. Like, what's going on here? And I took it all off, and then all of a sudden it read like -6 grams or something like that. So ended up having to kind of trust my eyeball more than the scale a little bit on some of that. And I guess another thing, in the spirit of the Codger Challenge, I'm going to probably avoid butane lighters for the challenge as much as possible. I mean, I'm not going to kick myself out if I do use a butane pipe lighter. But I've got this old Zippo knockoff. It's still an American-made one, but it's been around a little bit. Got some dents and some corrosion, and it barely works, but I've got my regular everyday carry Zippo. It's pretty reliable too. I'm going to use as codgery of a tamper as I can get, which 16 penny nail. That's what my dad always carried in his pocket. I never understood why until I started smoking a pipe myself. So, give you a little thoughts on this blend. Crack open the jar. Smells like creme brulee, or the Sutliff creme brulee. Even though there's only 20% in the mixture, that's all you smell is the creme brulee. You don't smell anything else. And Now this is probably my third bowl tonight, just kind of trying to get to know the blend a little bit. And this bowl is well over half done, so I might finish it here during the video. But my first bowl, all you smell is the creme brulee when you crack it open. And when you first lit it up, you could definitely taste the creme brulee. But I think with the Captain Black Dark, that I believe is at about what's that, 25% Captain Black Dark, kind of helps control that tongue bite a little bit. But then the surprising thing was that English Luxury, that was only at 5%. I was catching a fair amount of that on the first bowl. But in the couple of bowls I've had since, it's not nearly as pronounced. So it might have just not been, although I thought I mixed it all real good, and maybe I didn't. But I think that Stuckabee English Luxury was probably a good call. I'm not huge on English blends, but I gave it just that little bit of smokiness that I kind of like. I think it did help with that tongue bite from the creme brulee a little bit. So this blend is not too bad. I was a little worried the other day, and say that was just kind of a Hail Mary throwing that English Luxury in. Just did that today when I mixed this up, so I didn't have a chance to actually try it at all first to see if it was going to actually work or not. But I'm glad it did. It's kind of added a little bit of different flavor and I guess some complexity to it. But I don't really hardly taste the Captain Black Dark at all to speak of. And even the Prince Albert, I can't really pick it out as Prince Albert, but it definitely gives the whole thing a very codgery feel to it, where this could easily be an all-day smoke. So, got the Codger and the corn cob. Oh, the corn cob. This is my Codger Challenge Legend corn cob. Shared that one in my other video that I did a couple of days ago. We'll get the Tobacco Tin Tuesday out of the way. Being our Codger kit, my Codger Challenge blend is primarily Prince Albert. Thought it may be appropriate to bring out another Prince Albert tin. This is I don't know if it says what size it is, but it's not the great big tub. This is maybe like a 7 or 8 ounce size. Haven't really cleaned it up, and as you can hear, it's got a bunch of hardware, screws, and some brackets and stuff inside. Haven't cleaned it up at all. It's still full of dust and dirt. And this is another one from my mom's collection. Got it, when was it? Not this past weekend, but the weekend before, when we were in the house, which ended up being for the last time because the house did get tore down. I believe it was on Thursday, which is kind of a sad day, but life goes on. So I've been kind of thinking with this tin, we're in the middle of the Codger challenge. I might clean it up a little bit and actually use this tin to store my Bertie's Bliss in. Now, we got the warning in that very fine print that you can't hardly read. Even with my cheaters on, I couldn't hardly read it. But it does say something to the effect that under penalty of law, this container is never to be used to store tobacco in again. Well, I am intending to do just that. And like I say, hopefully the men in black don't come knocking on my door. So yeah, when I tested one of my earlier iterations, I think the last time I had any of this was on Sunday. I just wasn't quite satisfied with where it was at, and like I say, I did the last second Hail Mary, we'll call it. I'm throwing a little bit of that English in, and it's making it into something interesting now. And I've been watching a few of the other Codger Challenge Day 1 videos earlier. Seeing what people are thinking. I don't remember who it was. Was it Millennial Codger or Will Bill? I don't remember which one it was, but made the comment to the effect that if you have your favorite meal every day, it gets old pretty fast. And that reminded me of a time when I was, I don't know how old, maybe 7 or 8 years old, something like that. Dad used to plant a little patch of sweet corn every year. He was a farmer at the time. I think we're just about done with this already. Get a little bit more out of it. So anyway, I had the little patch of sweet corn on the edge of the field, and the one particular year we had a bumper crop. So then I said, oh, maybe money was tight, so it's like, we can sell some of this and make a couple extra bucks. I don't remember how much we had, but we had pretty fair amount, many dozens of ears of sweet corn. I think we sold 1 dozen. We had sweet corn every day for like a month. I couldn't hardly eat sweet corn for 10 years after that. It was, or corn on the cob, sweet corn. But so hopefully it won't be the same with this, because say I've had this little Legend is a fairly small pipe, so good for about a 15-20 minute smoke at best. So I think this is the third or fourth one that I've had through tonight, and so far so good. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully I won't be the first one out, but never know. We'll see see how it goes. And yesterday I knew it was probably going to be the first or the last time for like a month that I'd be able to have something else. So I thought, well, what do I want to have? And so I decided to have a little bit of Peterson's Irish Flake. I've been having a fair amount of that lately, and I've been liking it. So I had it in my Dr. Grabo Duke, as I haven't smoked this little pipe for many, many months. And I decided that it would be one of my Codger Challenge pipes. And I put a little bit of that Irish Flake in here, and it was not pleasant. I forced my way through it, but this pipe does not smoke Irish Flake very well. So we'll see one of these days coming up how it does with the Bertie's Bliss, and see if it does any better with that. So I guess with that, just kind of wanted to touch base a little bit with the day one of the Codger Challenge, and good luck to all the participants. I don't know, I'm still not 100% sure if I'm going to be able to pull this off, but we'll give it a try. But has Pat given any thought to if nobody makes it all the way through? St. David, I watched his video earlier. He seems pretty confident he'll do it. But yeah, we'll see. Looking forward to seeing how everybody else progresses and stuff too, and have some fun with this. So with that, I'll let you go. This is Joshua Stewart, Pipe Up North. Have a good day.